Hello and welcome to A Cat in the Garden. Nutmeg is just here to say hi because I'm not gonna have really much space to hold him for a lot of the video, but he's in a really good mood today. He's been in a good mood ever since I got home, honestly. He was missing me quite a bit, but he is such a good boy, so I wanted to show him off a little bit so he could say hi. But I'm gonna let him go, give him some chicken liver treats, and then we'll get started because I have a lot to unbox in this video. So I have 3 boxes of mail. It is not all plant mail. I have plants, I have plant accessories, and then I have something else that is not plant related, but it is something that I'm kind of passionate about. So I figured I'd unbox it on here too, and you guys can let me know if you like that or not. But this is basically all of the plant mail I got while I was away. The plants came yesterday evening, so I just figured I'd unbox them with the rest of this. I'm sure they're fine. I was expecting one more box from my mom, and it was gonna have all the pepper plants I bought in Pennsylvania that I didn't have room to take in my carry-on, but it's not coming until tomorrow. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to unbox them here, but you'll probably see them in the June garden tour, and I'll just kind of point them out. But I think I'll start unboxing just like top to bottom, and we'll see how that goes. So I have 3 different boxes. The first one is going to be from Propagation Diaries. I did order some trellises, I think. No, I think I ordered pots. I needed 4-inch clear pots because I have some 4-inch decorative pots and I have a lot of Hoyas that need 4-inch pots. But I didn't have the clear pots at all. So I ordered some, and I'm very excited about this. Oh, I did get 1 trellis. Okay, invoices are helpful. I ordered this so long ago, and this arrived right after we left for Pennsylvania. So that was like a week and a half to 2 weeks ago at this point. So it's been a while. And I figured it'd be okay to not open it because there's no plants in here. But I ordered 10 of these, and I love them. I love these clear pots. They fit so well into things. I have the 3-inch and I have the 5 or 8-inch. I don't remember. But I love them. I love them so much. They're very versatile. I love how they have the little lip on them so they easily sit into a decorative pot because that's why I'm using them. And then I did order, I think just one trellis. Nutmeg's gonna have a field day with this box. Luna threw up in his last box, so I don't think he's very happy with her right now. But I got one of these ring trellises, plant stakes. Same function, really. I love this. I only had 1 of these larger plant stakes. Yeah. Most of the time I get the little ones that I put in my Propagations cuttings that I buy, but this is like a more legitimate trellis for a bigger Hoya. I have this on my Lacunosa Mint coin. Let me grab that so I can show you what it'll look like. So this is the bigger one. I think it works really well for a Hoya that is bigger than a cutting and is really starting to take off. I love the circular shape. I think it's great. This Lacunosa Mint coin has actually grown a bit since I showed it to you guys last, which is awesome. Oh, there's new leaves on here too. This isn't even hardened off yet. So yeah, this plant's having a great time. Absolutely loves the trellis situation. And so that's why I got another one, because this is just the perfect size. And I only had 1. I love the other trellises too, but I just really like a good circular trellis. It's my favorite design personally out of any trellis that you could find out there. So I don't know why I only just bought 1 more. I'm sure I'll get more in the future, but it was just something I wanted to add to the cart because I was already placing an order and I was like, I'm not gonna pay for shipping twice when I just want 1 of these. So I just lumped it in there and it all worked out. That was really quick, no plants to unravel in that one. So we can move on to the actual Hoyas that I got. These are from Sam's Hoyas, of course, because he has the best Hoyas, honestly. I absolutely love them. And I got a plant that I killed a long time ago. Not a long time ago, maybe a year ago. And I really loved this plant. I thought it was so cute. I got it as an unrooted cutting and it just kind of hated me. So I saw that Sam was selling it And I thought to myself, well, here's your opportunity. And so I got one. Actually, I got two. I got two of this plant because they were little cuttings. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna just put them together. And two is a better chance of one of keeping a plant alive. So this is the inside of the box. Very cute. Different paper this time. Normally it's just the regular packing paper, but they both work. Nothing against this. This is great. And now I actually have some boxes too. I was running low on boxes there for a while. I got a third plant. It was an add-on. So I don't know which one I'm opening first, but you guys should know the drill if you watch my unboxings about Sam's packaging. It is top tier, it is stellar, it is exemplary. Every single positive word I can use to describe it. It's just the best packaging. And the plants always arrive safe and sound. So I'm going to speed through this a bit. I'm also just excited. Oh my gosh, I got the add-on plant first. That's totally fine. I just think that's funny. Like what? I was gonna say what are the odds, but they're 1 in 3. Math. So this is the add-on. This was $10. It was a single leaf cutting, which I don't normally do. You guys know I hate doing that, but I figured it was okay. It was $10. And I just wanted to add to the order, and I was feeling really salty at this point because I missed a lot of plants that I had wanted to buy. People were snagging them so quickly in this purge, which is so odd because normally I feel like I can pretty easily snag a plant. But I was not batting 1,000 this time. It was not my best speed with the fingers clicking on the phone, but that's okay because I got this cutie. This is the Hoya Michelle. This one's got a decent amount of splash. It is a single node cutting, but like I said, it was only $10, and it does have a new vine coming up down here. If you can see that, I know it's very difficult because it's small. I do have one of these. I also bought it as a single node cutting. It was unrooted. It grew one other leaf for me and has done nothing else in 2 years. It's given some vines that get really, really long and then they turn woody and they start dying off. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna get a different one. This one is much cheaper than the one I originally got. I don't know why. Maybe it's just not the most popular plant anymore. I don't care. I love it. I think it's so cute. That's why I bought it in the first place. So I'm hoping this one will do much better. It will love life more than the first one did, and that's all I can ask for it. It is well rooted, of course. That looks great. I do really like the tree fern too. I love when he sends them in tree fern. I need to figure out, I think I can get it off of Chewy. I think it's sold in pet stores. So I'm gonna start trying to experiment with it maybe this year because a lot of his cuttings come in tree fern and they do really well. So I'm like, maybe there's something to that. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy this, and please send your thoughts and prayers, T's and P's, that this grows better than the one I already have. Now for the plant that I actually wanted to purchase. In here, I've got 2 of them. So there's no guessing at this point. They're both gonna be the exact same plant. I just don't remember the size of each of them. They're definitely more than single node, I can tell you that, because it's very hard. You'll see when I get it unboxed, but it's very hard to sell this plant as a single node because it's a bit smaller, which is fine. I love small leaf Hoyas. Oh, this one looks great. Oh my goodness. This is a much bigger cutting. So I'll just show it off before I get all the tape. This is the Hoya Michelle Albo outer variegated. I don't like the inner variegated one because, as I've said before, I don't like inner variegated plants. They're just not my cup of tea, and that's okay. I know most people, I think, especially in the Hoya world, prefer the inner variegated Hoyas. It's just not my thing. I don't like it. I loved this plant. I didn't know it existed when I got the cutting, and I fell in love with it immediately, and it just never loved me back. I think because it was unrooted and it had been outside of, like, it hadn't been in water, it hadn't been in anything for a while. So after it calloused, it was just starting to get really dehydrated. And plants can only deal with that for so long. Whether you're propagating a philodendron, a monstera, a Hoya, they just can only tolerate that for so long. So I think it just was too far gone by the time I got it. Totally fine. I always wanted it back though. So I'm very happy to have this one. Upon first glance, this is a new set of leaves up top. They're slightly lighter green and they're not completely hardened off yet. So that's great. We've got some active growth, and then I think it's gonna be impossible to show off. I can try, but the two lower nodes each have a tiny little leaf growing out of them. I don't think it's picking it up. Oh, there it is. There's one, if you can see that in the palm of my hand. So there's lots of potential with this one cutting to get a pretty full plant. I'm still glad I got a second one just in case I have a bad experience with this, but this looks great. It's got a decent amount of variegation. There's not always a ton with outer variegation. My Wyetii Lori Lynn is an exception. That plant is very well variegated to the point where it is too variegated, and a lot of the leaves are pure white. I'm a little concerned about it, but with Hoya, because they can just grow multiple growth points from a node, I'm happier that it's happening to a Hoya versus say a philodendron or a monstera. So I'm gonna let that slide. This, on the other hand, I've never seen one that's really that variegated as far as this plant is concerned. So I'm not worried about it right now. I like the level of variegation that it has. The lower leaf has a little bit more here, so that is ideal for me, but I'm not gonna complain about this. This is great. I know it doesn't look like much on camera, but it is a wonderful plant. So we'll go open up the second one. I'm assuming it's going to be similar size, similar variegation, probably came off of the exact same mother plant at the exact same time. So this is going to be a bit anticlimactic. I'm sorry for that, but I love this plant. I think it's worth getting to if it's a plant that you really like, and then you can combine them and just have an instantly full plant. So yes, this one actually has one more node, but the nodes don't have as many leaves on them, so I feel like you could classify that as the same size. I guess I would. It's probably got the same amount of leaves. No, it's got less leaves. This one has less leaves, but it has an extra node. So there is more growth potential for this one. At first glance, I don't see any new growth coming out of it. Oh, I just spilled some tree fern all over myself. I guess I'm vacuuming in here later because the tree fern is just very small. Anyway, the donor leaves, like the last one, I think these were both top cuts, which is also really nice. I just like it. It's not as necessary with Hoya, but I like it. So the donor leaf on this one also has slightly more variegation to it. You can see there. So that is my ideal. If I can continue that, I will be so happy, but I'm just very happy to have this back in my collection. These two leaves are hardened off. This one is new. This one is almost hardened off. It's very big. Do you see how much bigger this leaf is compared to the rest? These are normal size leaves. These two are a little small, and this is huge. Look at that. That is so big. Compare that to these here. This is much bigger. I don't know what happened with this plant, but it's cool. I've never seen a Houseplants leaf this big. The variegation is nice. It's on all leaves. I don't think there's any danger of either of these plants reverting. I would be kind of sad if they ended up being all green, but I just don't think that is in the realm of possibility, at least at the state they're in now. I better not tangle them. That would be bad. They're very cute. I am so happy that I got these. They look great. They're both actively growing, have new leaves. We'll check on the roots. I realized I didn't do that. Roots look great. They're not quite as rooted as the other one, but he does sell them as rooted cuttings. So this is more of what I normally expect versus what I usually get from him, which is an insanely rooted cutting. This one's not. This is like a norm. If somebody says rooted cutting, that's what I would expect. But it's still great. I love seeing the fuzzy white roots. They look very happy, very healthy. no pests in here, so I am very happy with this. This could not have gone better. And I got to add a plant into my collection again that I really missed. And a lot of times when I've had to sell a plant because I'm moving or I have a plant that dies, I forget about it. I don't really miss it, but that was one of the few that I do think I missed. I missed that one. I missed the Hoya Littoralis. I am looking at purchasing one of those again, hopefully soon, but they are a little bit harder for me to find at the moment. And I do miss the Hoya Lacanosa Asami. So in terms of plants that have perished that I miss, I'm really happy I could add this back to my collection, and fingers crossed I can just keep it alive this time. Now we are done with plants and I have a very fun unboxing. So if you didn't know, I am a big lifelong fan of Pokemon, and I also really love makeup. So this was the collaboration I could only dream about. I have recently purchased a few things from the makeup brand called Colourpop, and they actually did a collaboration with Pokémon, and I was sat. I was like, guys, we are not leaving this house. I have to have Wi-Fi. I have to be here when the collection launches. It was 1 p.m. Eastern that it launched. I was not in my normal time zone, so I had to do some mental math, and I was able to get the entire collection. So I'm very excited about this unboxing. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Look at that. This just makes childhood Tessa very happy. So I got the entire collection. It was a lot of money. I've never paid this much for makeup in my life, but I think it's going to be worth it based off of the promos that I saw. And I do have a friend that got one of the lip balms because she went and picked it up at Ulta. I just wasn't gonna trust that my Ulta would have the entire collection in stock. And if you bought it all, you did get like a $20 discount, which I think was worth it. So I just bought the whole thing. And I was very happy I got it, but okay, we'll start with this. The packaging is so cute. I almost wish I had gotten two just so I could never use one of them, you know, because it's so cute. This is the Yora Catch Berry Lip Mask in a Pokeball. Adorable, absolutely, oh my gosh. This packaging is top tier. So that's very cute. There's a lot of lip products in this, and that is my one critique, is I wish that there was an eyeliner. Like, you could have had 2 lip products instead of 3 and done an eyeliner, and I think I would have been on cloud 9, but I still was gonna buy all of this because how can I not? And then some of my favorites are the Eevee Evolutions, so I'm very happy they were included in this. This entire thing is based off of the Kanto region, which is Generation 1. And I'm happy with it. There was a lot of backlash online that other generations weren't included, but I think it leaves the door open to do more collaborations in the future. There are currently 9 generations of Pokemon, so that's a lot of iterations of makeup collections that you can do. So I'm fine with it. Gen 1 is also just iconic. Even people that don't play Pokemon generally know about Generation 1 Pokemon, specifically Pikachu, Eevee, Gengar, the starters, things like that. So this is the next item, the Ultra Glossy Lip Trio. This, I feel like, is very transparent based off of what I've seen. So it's not gonna come across as very blue, but I think it could be fun to add like a lip gloss look on top of lip liner, lipstick, things like that, just to elevate your look a little bit. So I'm very happy with this. I love that they use the Evolutions. I just love that they're included. I love cats, so like all the Pokemon that look like cats are automatically my favorites. That's just how it is. And then moving on, there are 3 blushes. I got all of them, and I'm not a big blush girly, so these honestly might never be used. But these are cream blushes, and they did them off of interesting Pokemon. So there's the Pikachu one, which is red. Then the Gengar one, which is purple. It's more like a berry purple. It's not like true Gengar purple. And then the natural Clefable blush. It is more of a natural look. It's a pink. Maybe if I can open up the Gengar, show you. Oh, the packaging is adorable. Okay. So that's how purple that is. That's more purple than I thought. I love the inside with all the purple Pokemon. That just adds a little bit because you can only include so many in the collection, but being able to include the other Pokemon in different ways is very cute. Okay. Pikachu back in there. No, he doesn't want to go. We'll leave him open for now. All right, next up, these are the Super Shock eyeshadows, and these are for the starters. So there's Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. This is gonna be an orange. You can see it through there. A green, and a blue. I actually really like the color matching on these, specifically the Bulbasaur. I think they did a very good job with that. I'm hoping that they are very pigmented because I really like colorful makeup and I hate having to use a lot just to get it to stay, and then sometimes it falls. So I think they'll be good, but I'm just hoping that they're very well pigmented. And then these are the ones that my friend said were really good. So these are the pH transforming lip balms. And of course, if you're gonna have a transforming lip balm, you have to use Ditto. So these, from what I've seen, are pretty transparent. They are sparkly, which is cool too. They just kind of add a nice little effect to your lips without being super glossy, or like lipstick can be kind of strong sometimes. So if you do like a more natural look, I feel like these would be great. I think they're super cute. They're just adorable. So very happy with those. Love the packaging. I think Ditto was the right move for this. And I also love that Pikachu was included twice in this collection because Pikachu's iconic. And then finally, probably my favorite part, because I do use a lot of eyeshadow. That is my main thing. I prefer doing eye makeup to face makeup. The Palette Town palette. Of course it had to be called Palette Town. Okay, I have to open this up. This is gonna be so cute. This is what if I was not gonna get anything else, it was going to be this palette. It's a very big palette too. My other palettes from them are pretty small. Okay. Oh, it's adorable. That is so cute. The red has a Pokeball. You can see that better. So stinking cute, and I love the names. I love the Pokemon on the top here. You've got a drying pan. Oh my gosh, that's from the anime. Fuchsia City, I Choose You, Lavender Town, Blasting Off for Team Rocket, Elite Four, Trainer's Path, Indigo League, SS Anne. I mean, this is perfect. So that's the whole collection. I think that was worth every penny. I'm very excited to have this. And I thought I would just share it with you guys because I also really, really love Pokemon. And if you didn't know that about me, now you do. That is all of the packages that we had to unbox today. Nutmeg was sniffing around the boxes as I was throwing packing materials on the floor. So he was having a great time too. Let me know if you like this style of video with multiple unboxings at once. If you liked seeing the Pokemon makeup, I guess in the circles that I'm in online, everybody was raving about the Pokemon Colourpop collaboration, so it was kind of a big deal. But if you don't like it, that's okay too. It's just something that I really wanted to share, and I'm super happy about the plants I got as well, and that I finally got a restock on some 4-inch pots. But if you liked it, make sure to give Nutmeg and I a thumbs up down below and subscribe so you don't miss anything from us here on the channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.